Miss Michelle here from the Thompson Free Library. I wanted to do a book talk video today on some new books that we have in the E section for kids who are starting to read chapter books. I'm going to talk about some fiction, some nonfiction, and some graphic novels. Graphic novels are really popular right now, so I wanted to tell you about some new ones in case your kid is interested in learning to read graphic novels if they're just starting out. Most of these books are going to be geared towards first, second, and third grade, but that doesn't mean that it's just for those grades. Anybody can read them. I read them. I like them. So the first book that I want to tell you about is called Kondo and Kazumi, and the first book in this series is called They Visit the Giant Island. It's written by David Goodner. It's illustrated by Andrea Surumi, and it has really wonderful pictures. These guys live on an island, but they're ready to go out and see the world. So they build a boat and they get on it and they go to places like Cheese Island. They run into squid and octopus. It's a really fun book. It's got pretty easy language, so if you're learning to read, they will need some help probably with a few of the words, especially their names. Kazumi and Kondo, they might not know how to pronounce them, but it's a really fun read, and this is the first one in the series. Like I said, they're going on adventures. Cheese Island, Fire Island, they meet a really cool volcano. That's the first one. The second one that we have in that series is called Kondo and Kazumi Reach Bell Bottom. And they are still on an adventure in their boat. So if your kids really love the first one, or if you're just really wanting to take both out, you can, because we have them here. There will be more coming as late spring, early summer come. Another book that I want to share with everybody is called Dave the Unicorn, and this one's Welcome to Unicorn School. It's a story about Mira, and she is old enough now to get her own unicorn, and so they have a school where they all go, and she gets Dave. Dave eats donuts, he farts, he is not like the other unicorns. But in this book, you will learn to love Dave. There are pretty easy reading. There are pictures, which is always a favorite. And it's a good stepping stone. We do have 3 others. Dance Party is the newest one, but we do have 3 others in this series. If your kids like unicorns, even boys will love Dave. Even if they don't love unicorns and it has a girl character in it, Dave is a great unicorn. He is not like your average unicorn. Just wanted to let everybody know that we do have the newest Magic Treehouse, number 35 in the original Treehouse series. This one, they go to California. They meet a man named Teddy. You have to read it to figure out how special Teddy is. They also meet a grizzly bear, and always exciting Magic Treehouse adventures as normal. Let's talk about some graphic novels. Actually, I'm going to do one more before I talk about graphic novels. This is another starting out reading chapter books, got great illustrations. This is called Sydney and Taylor Explore the Whole Wide World. They have always just stayed in their little spot in the world, and they decide that they want to go explore. Sydney is the skunk, Taylor is the hedgehog, and they live together in a burrow, and they hatch some great ideas, and they go on their merry way. This is the first, and this is also going to be a series. If your kids love animal books, early readers, great choice. All right, graphic novels. Yeah, graphic novels. Okay, here we go. Sorry, guys. So the first graphic novel is actually, this is not the first in the series. We have a couple of the others in the series. But I think we have the first two in the series, and this is number 3, and there's another one coming out soon. But investigators, they are alligators who investigate crimes. In this book, you meet the Waffle Dial. That's him. He's a Waffle Dial, and he is a bad guy. Make him into a waffle. You have met him, and if you read the others, you will have met him before, just not as a waffle. I don't want to give that away, but it's a really funny. It's a good introduction to a detective story, graphic novel, good, beautiful illustrations, like nice colors, and really funny conversations. This is a good one. I like. This is the second in the series. The first one is out right now, but the Pup Detectives, this one's called The Tiger's Eye, and the first one, I can't remember. It's about soccer, maybe? But they are puppies who are in elementary school, geared towards that same age group, the first, second, third, but big kids and younger can look and read. These pups are always looking out for a mystery that needs to be solved at their school. It has pretty easy language, nice colored illustrations, not a lot of writing on the pages, which I think is also good for people who are just learning to read graphic novels. Each kind of chapter gives a quick synopsis in the corner, and then they start their conversation. The puppies are awesome. I love these graphic novels for beginner graphic novel readers. Millie Bean and the Giant Monster is about a little dog named Millie Bean, and he is sent outside to play by the cats that live in his home. They want to nap. He wants to play. So they play a little trick on him, send him out to nap, or to play out in the yard while they nap. And he digs himself into a hole and ends up in a different place with knights and monsters and a wizard. It is really fun, really great illustrations. Millie Bean is just as you would think a puppy, an excited puppy would be, but he makes friends wherever he goes. There are kids, like I said, knights, wizards, cats. It has it all. And I believe this is the first of many Millie Beans that we will meet. I wanted, if we have Renly Dragon series readers, I just got these graphic novels, The Dragon Kingdom of Renly. The first one is called The Cold Fire Curse, and they are trying to save the kingdom from the curse that is harming the dragons. If you love dragons, even if you haven't read the Renly books, but if you love dragons, these are really great. This is the first one, and this is the second one. The second one just came in recently, I think this week. And this one is Shadow Hills. Same beautiful illustrations. If you love dragons, if you like fantasy in general, and you're a graphic novel reader, I highly recommend these graphic novels. There will be more. I also am buying the Wings of Fire graphic novels. Hopefully they'll be here in the next couple of weeks. Anyway, I'm going to do some nonfiction with you. Nonfiction readers, if you are an early reader, learning to read, you are interested in learning facts, I love these books. They're my Usborne nonfiction, and they have beautiful illustrations, simple text, gives you all kinds of like little tidbits of information that you are wanting to know. You could use them if you were writing a report. I even give these to older kids sometimes because they have good information and they can give you just what you need. I have a whole slew. This one is just eggs and chicks, but we have stuff about the body. We have one about nights. We have some about space. We have some about different animals. Lots of different kinds, and I'm in hopes to actually get some more and fill in where we've lost some, or never had them, but I would like to get the rest of them. So if you're into nonfiction and learning things and facts, and you're an early reader, no matter what age you are, if you're an early reader, this is a good one. I also tell kids that if you love the Magic Treehouse picture books, we do have Magic Treehouse chapter books. We don't have them all, but I have about like 15 of them. And I'm always telling kids as they go up in their reading from picture books to chapter books. This one is a little bit more complicated than some of our other early readers, but it is great. And I have a lot of older kids who love them too. They're filled with facts, but they also have all the fun characters like Miss Frizzle and the bus. This is a good one. All right, and last but not least is an older book, but not really, because I believe that younger kids could read it. And it's by Linda Sue Park. It's brand new. It's set with 4th grade kids. They're in a classroom, and the teacher, Mrs. Chang, asked them to do a homework assignment. And that homework assignment is think of one, if your family was safe, your pets were safe, everybody was safe, what is one thing that you would take from your home if it was on fire? Now, she reminds everybody that we always must get out of a fire safely. Never go back in. Never try to grab something if it is not safe. But she wants to know, what's the one thing you'd save? It is super short. It has illustrations in it. Some of them go full page. I loved this book. It made me think. I appreciated what the kids' choices were. One girl said, I have a whole collection. Would a collection be acceptable? And the teacher said, I think a whole collection would be. That would be fine. So she talks about her collection. And then a little while later, a boy says, I have a whole bookcase full of stuff. It's not really a collection, but it's all together. And the teacher said, nope, that doesn't count. It's not a whole collection of things that are all the same. So you have to pick something. So he made a different choice. But it is really wonderful. It made me think about what I would take. And yesterday, when I met with 2nd grade over Google Meets, I told them my secret. So if you know a 2nd grader who might have Google met me this week, you should ask them what my secret is. I'm not going to tell it here. Anyway, really great book. It's a fun one that you could even read with your family and have a conversation about it. Talk about fire safety. talk about things that mean a lot to them and why it means a lot to them. If you read it as a kid, talk to your parents about it. Ask them what they'd save. Great conversation starter. So that was quick. I'm a fast talker when it comes to book talking. I hope everyone has a really great day, and I'll be doing some older books within the next week or so. Hope everyone has a great day. See you real soon.